Yo, welcome back to the Red or Blue Pill channel, people. Thank you for returning subscribers and members. What we do here, if you are new, is we react to the most disturbing and creepy videos from the internet and we go through the latest. If you like what you see, don't forget to sub up, turn on the notifications, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. With that being said, let's roll.
Video is for entertainment purposes only.
Oh yes, that's just the normal blood rain that we get, people, along with the blood river that we've had this year already in 2025, and we're soon to have the blood moon. So yeah, just a normal day in 2025 on planet Earth.
Well, I'm shook. Last night we saw where the drones were landing, and I'm going to show you exactly where today. But wait till you see who owns the building. I don't know if I should be showing you this, but I'm just going to do it. Last night on my live stream, they were coming in, okay? And down, we'd lose them behind this building. And then they'd go, and there's a building back here, this white building. I'm going to zoom in a second. Oh, there it is. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this guy goes. Where are you going, sir? Oh, wow. Wow. And it's gone. What is that building? Okay, interesting. And at nighttime, we couldn't tell. Well, today I came out here, and I'm like, what is that building? Okay, well, do you see that blue? It looks like an NW on the logo of the top left of the building. You see the blue NW? Okay. Well, it's not really hard to see where it is because this is all one straight road. So I just drove this with my dog down the road, across, over, and found it. Okay, I found the building. Here it is. You got the NW up there, right? So that's the one that I was looking at. Now it looked like we were they were landing kind of like in there, like in the building, and then we lose it. And I was like, I don't see anything, so I kept looking just a little further and look at the next building over. Holy shit. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? This is where they're landing. I don't know what's on that roof up there. I'm trying to see, but you could see, like, so I live all the way up there, and we were watching, everything was kind of coming through, and we would lose them at this building. Just a little bit further, and of course they're trying to hide it from you. Look at that! Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
What in the shizzle show is going on? Boeing have drones then, apparently. I thought they did planes, but we'll take the plane or the drone. Apparently.
This has got to be the biggest contradiction I've heard in a while. Thousands of acres of protected Amazon rainforest has been cut to build a 4-lane highway for a climate summit. The BBC report that COP30 will be held in the Brazilian city of Belém. So, to ease the traffic for the 50,000 people plus world leaders that will be visiting, they have cleared land 13 kilometers through the rainforest to make way for the new highway. But the question is, what do you guys think?
How dumb do you think I am? Or the people? There is ulterior motive written all over that. Whatever they're building there is not for the summit. I promise you that. They're putting infrastructure in there, or they're digging something up because there's something of use. And that's the excuse. And what a ridiculous excuse. And they've done that for a laugh, I think. Or maybe they're just testing to see how, like, completely non-respondent and built into this simulation we are, because that is comical.
You see, what they don't want you to know is certain bodies of water near the Caribbean and the Indian Ocean are infested with things that you would have never imagined actually existed. Creatures of what we were told only existed in folklore and fiction, tall tales and fantasy stories. But these stories and these mysteries do not come from nowhere. Everything that we've come to know in this modern world has an origin somewhere. Our ancestors didn't make these things up because they thought it would be funny, or they thought that it would be interesting or add a little spice to a seemingly bleak life, but rather these are actual lived experiences. And I know this because I can speak for it personally. Now granted, the only time I've encountered a siren or a mermaid has been while I've been asleep, but living up here in the Pacific Northwest, where there's a bunch of woods, a bunch of deep trails where you can take and go into, I have encountered some strange things. Things that verify that there is a lot that I don't know. There is a lot that have been taking place for thousands of years and still taking place to this day. The book of Enoch would tell you that these sirens and mermaids are spawns of fallen angel genetic mutation, and it lines up with that which is taught in Genesis 6. These things are not benevolent or good, and for thousands of years they've lured sailors and young men. They taught women the arts of seduction, of makeup, of jewelry, and all types of spells and witchcraft. They dwell beneath the waters in a marine kingdom where there is a structure and an order according to the ranks of demonology. If you know, then you know. I know a lot of you guys would think that I'm just up here trying to tell you a cool story, but truly, for those who seek out the knowledge, those who read the texts, those who follow the way of Christ, and who seek out his knowledge and his information, you come to this eventually. Where there is truth, there is opposition. So for those who profess to be believers in Jesus Christ, you've encountered some very strange things, some very strange spirits who you know to be evil and of the kingdom of Satan. Take this information and pray about it, and understand that a lot of what we do is influenced by the unseen realm. God bless you.
Hey, mermaids are evil. That's not good. I thought they sirens. That's what I was thinking about on the other video, by the way, peeps. That's what they're called in a different country, or is it in the Book of Enoch? I don't know. Maybe they are evil. I was thinking of like Little Mermaid, you know, like, and there's a film with Tom Hanks. What a surprise! Tom Hanks is in it. Just thought of a film where it's a lady who's a mermaid and she comes onto land and she gets legs. I don't know. Is that a thing? Maybe that's true. Or you just don't know, do you, anymore? That's crazy. So I was thinking about trying to like do research and maybe, you know, go investigating mermaids, but you wouldn't want to go and investigate a siren, would you, if they're evil? That's not good. No, that's definitely not good. Also, is there mermans? Because Butterfly in the comment section is after a merman. So if anyone could let us know, then that would be helpful too. Yeah, with all the writing, the carvings on like the Egyptian walls, has this always been around? Because I definitely didn't learn this in school. Feel like this should have been a very big part of history that we should have learned. That they've got pictures of modern day cruise ships, our aeroplanes, UFOs, light bulbs, electricity, Nikola Tesla's inventions on the wall. I mean, we should learn this, right? Or have I just come to a different reality? Or has somebody from the future gone back and completely messed this up in the time that I used to go to school and now? Because I don't remember learning it. Not that I really was a participant in school anyway. Wasn't massively fond of it, but I listened a little bit, and I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I probably would have listened a lot more if that stuff was in there. You know what I mean? Like time travel and stuff. Boom, I'm in. I'm in. It's like a download. You know what I mean? If you wanted to see someone having a download from the Matrix,
Hey, Nori, come here. Check this out.
Oh my goodness, Daddy.
Look. Did you see that?
What?
I just saw a plane fly past the moon. Wait a second.
Well, that's interesting because the plane looked a lot closer to the moon than what it did to the camera on Earth. So I don't know, unless it's camera tricks. Something ain't right there.
The most disturbing things ever said by astronauts. In 2003, Chinese astronaut Yang Liwei was the first person from China to go to space. He was sent up all alone when suddenly at one point during the mission, he hears a knocking sound on the outside of his spaceship. He recalls it as someone knocking the body of the spaceship, like hitting an iron bucket with a wooden hammer. He wasn't even able to recreate it, and to this day, experts have no idea what it could have been. During the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, when Neil and Buzz were on the lunar surface, Neil Armstrong unexpectedly switches to a medical communication channel and spoke directly to the chief medical officer, saying, and I quote, "They're here, they're parked on the side of the crater, they're watching us." This was revealed in a documentary by former NASA employee Ken Johnston, but the original recordings are of course highly classified. Rumored to be a part of the infamous Apollo 11 missing 2 minutes, where on record Mission Control lost radio contact with the astronauts due to technical difficulties. In another 1995 documentary interview, former NASA astronaut Franklin Story Musgrave claimed to have been followed by a white 8-foot-long snake floating through space, saying, quote, "On 2 of my missions, and I still don't have an answer, I have seen a snake out there, 6, 7, 8 feet long. He said it appeared rubbery and followed him for quite a long time, floating in or near Earth's stratosphere." In the same interview, Musgrave also cryptically states that other civilizations have been around for millions of years that are doing unimaginable kinds of things. But you know, they were probably all just joking.
Wow, okay. I will not be planning a trip to the moon anytime soon if there's 8 feet snakes. Saying that, I think we have 8 feet snakes on Earth. No, we do. Pythons, they're huge. Ignore me. I wouldn't go there either. We don't have them in the UK. All we have in the UK is like grass snakes. They're dinky. But I still don't like them. Yeah, there's some dodgy stuff spoken about by astronauts. There's one in particular. It's like, yeah, it'd be great if we went to the moon, but we've never been. Oh, right.
This genuinely makes no sense at all. What kind of optical illusion is this? It's so far away. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. I'm doing it again. I'm backing up. I'm backing up. And then I'm...
I did the same thing.
Bro. How is it doing that? That doesn't make any sense at all.
What in the Houdini is happening there? That don't make sense. He's far away and it's really close. Then he goes to the window and he goes far away. I don't know. Very weird. But that reminds me of who was the magician? There was a magician that said they were going to make the moon disappear. And this backs up my claims that the moon never disappeared for a day and a half, because now it does. If you haven't watched my videos, we've worked out that it's a 29.5 day cycle now in the moon. If that's news to you, I know it's crazy. But 1.5 days, the moon disappears. That's a normal thing in this reality. Yeah, I know. And people who watch this channel, you know I've said this, and I'm just reiterating because it still blows my mind. The moon disappears for a day and a half in this reality, and it's never happened before. Crazy stuff. And that just proves it, because one of the magicians said, well, I'm going to make the moon disappear. Well, it wouldn't be a thing if the moon never disappeared. You know what I mean?
14th doesn't come with just another full moon. It's a total lunar eclipse, a blood moon. The entire moon will turn a deep crimson red, and with it comes a powerful energy shift that's going to ripple through everything and everyone on this planet. This isn't just astrology. This is history, prophecy, and transformation colliding all at once. Total lunar eclipses are rare enough, but this one, it's different. It's one of the most spiritually awaited days of the entire year. A moment where the universe doesn't just whisper, it shouts. On the night of the eclipse, many of you will experience something unexplainable. You'll lie down to sleep, but something will feel off. Restless energy, a feeling of being pulled in and out of dreams, and for some, a sudden jolt, wide awake in the dead of night. And when you check the clock, it will most likely be between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. This is no coincidence. These are the hours when the veil is weakest, the time when energy moves through us, when downloads, visions, and even visitations occur. You might experience flashes of insight, vivid dreams that don't feel like dreams at all, or a strange sense that someone is trying to reach you. The message might arrive when you least expect it. If you don't protect your energy during this time, you'll get caught in the chaos. And trust me, you don't want that. Right now, the air is charged. This eclipse is pulling at the deepest parts of people's souls, exposing what's hidden in the shadows. Not everyone can handle that. Some will be restless, some will be angry, some will be manipulative, trying to drag others into their storm just so they don't have to face their own. This is where you need to be careful. Because here's what's happening. When the moon turns red, the barriers between energies weaken. If you've ever walked into a room and instantly felt tension, or been around someone and suddenly felt drained, this is the same thing, but amplified 100 times over. Right now, you are more sensitive to the frequencies around you. And if you're not mindful, you could end up absorbing emotions that aren't even yours.
Well, that's interesting. I just think there is something to it. 100% think there's something to this blood moon. For about 2 weeks now, I have been waking up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and my energy is like, you know, like, let's do this. Like, I've got this, like, I'm pretty feral anyway at the best of times, but just extra feral at the moment, like caveman style. You know what I mean? Like, I want to go bare hands. I don't know what I want to go bare hands on, but, you know, I've just, you know, got extra energy, which is, I suppose, good, but it's, you know, it's, you got to control that energy. Otherwise, you know, you could go proper feral, turn into a werewolf. Maybe I'm a werewolf. I don't know. Maybe that's my spirit animal. It is crazy times though, but the blood moon is tonight or tomorrow morning in between, I think. So let's see what happens. Let me know if anyone else is feeling energetic, like a Duracell battery.
I don't have a knife when I can't go.
You see that shit?
I got it following. When I told you, it looked like damn fireworks. Yeah, tell me the helicopter's not following it. And it went faster.
Well, we got some footage coming out of California of a strange orb-like plasmodial thing floating through the sky. And notice in the background here, everyone is just standing in the street staring up at this thing stumped. And if you can listen to the background as well, you can just hear everyone kind of perplexed about the whole situation, right? As this bright light tends to dim down, it's moving across the sky, and then it begins, and then it stops. So it's not going up, it's going sideways like this, okay? Not vertical, horizontal. That's the word I was looking for, right? And then it turns into this plasmodial orb, and we've seen something similar to this that was in China. If I can find a video right here, okay? This is the same exact object that was seen, no noise associated with it, and it's just carrying on and floating by, right? Unbelievable. And look, as it's there, it's just kind of slowed down. Now it's kind of stopped. It's moving very slowly. Again, when it comes to these sightings, this isn't the first time we've seen something of this nature, okay? I mean, the people are probably going to be like, it's a flare, it's nothing else, but there's no sort of like flare. A, that doesn't make any noise. B, it's not going vertically, it's travelling horizontally through the sky. It's actively moving through the clouds. It's going like that, and then it slows down and then carries on, right? Look at it. That is insane. Orb? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I thought this was hella interesting. California? Come on, man.
Well, yeah, I would agree with the guy. That looks like some genuine footage right there. So if that's genuine footage, what is that? Like, that's just off planet. That is off of this planet, people. That reminds me, the moon has disappeared again, by the way. Weren't there yesterday. Maybe it's that disappearing moon. I keep talking about moons. I'm obsessed with the moon. Yeah, plasma. Plasma. There's a lot of keywords about plasma at the moment as well. Like, what am I doing with my hand? Like, yeah, it does that. Maybe that's why I'm doing it. Like, it sparkles. Don't know what I'm doing there, peeps. Yeah, plasma, energy, something, you know, Tartaria. Keywords. Quantum entanglement.
It's getting closer, isn't it? What is? The end? The end of what? Us. Yeah. It gets closer every day. We can't outrun this, can we?
And that is the end of the show, people. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate all the support. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world.